Duet Night Abyss just blew my mind alongside the minds of every other anime game gacha player ever, because they just announced the craziest thing. And honestly, I'll just let them announce it right here on the live stream for you guys, because I don't want you guys to take my word for it. You guys should take their word for it. Free weapons? Oh, we already knew that though. The beta had free weapons. Oh, but we're removing all character and weapon banners. Characters and weapons are completely free. Dude, I'm at a loss for words. I'm short-circuiting. I'm actually short-circuiting right now. I also never explained what Duet Night Abyss is, so I'm recording this later in the stream, but I'm moving it at the beginning of the video. If you guys don't know what Duet Night Abyss is, it's basically an anime game where you have some like pretty fast, pretty cool, fluid movement. You have guns, swords, knives, scythes, like all sorts of different weapons. You craft the weapons, you mod your characters. It's not like a RNG gear farm system where like you have substats and stuff you have to worry about. I think they're called demon wedges in the game, where you like mod your character in a way where you can get fast attack speed or like ability range or things like that. It's really, really sick. I've been enjoying the previous betas a lot, and I cannot wait for this official launch because I'm sure it's only gotten better. They mentioned adding tons of things to this game since then. So overall, the combat does feel pretty hack and slash in that there's like a ton of enemies and you really just tear through them, but it feels so cool to be overpowered in this game. I wish I had more footage to show you guys, but I'm not home. All my footage is on my PC back at home. So in this live stream, they announced a ton of different things. And one of the biggest ones, one of the earth-shattering things that got announced that's going to shake up the entire industry is that this gacha game removed the gacha from the game. You no longer have to buy characters, pull for characters. You literally just farm them. They go on to explain this. You actually can just unlock the characters by farming them, by farming their shards. And to top it off, they also removed stamina. There is no more stamina in this game. So you can play the game as much as you want, as long as you want, enjoy it how you want, get any characters you want, build the characters however you want, and there's no catch. There's no catch. People are like, oh, there's always a catch. Yes, usually there always is. This time, I don't think there's a catch, guys. I think this is legitimately, this is just what's happening. I don't think there's a catch. They're just monetizing skins. And they didn't even say it was gacha for skins. They said all gacha was gone. They said all characters were free collectible. All weapons were free collectible that you can farm. And you can co-op every dungeon now. They said every dungeon is co-opable. So you can play it with your friends. This just sounds so good. This just sounds like absolutely amazing. Now, this video is technically sponsored. They wanted to sponsor me to watch the stream and talk about it with you guys. But I don't know if you can tell, this is genuine enthusiasm, all right? This is what it looks like when you have someone who's played so many gacha games for so long and there's always been a catch. Or like so many games that are like, oh, the gacha's not that important, but there's still a gacha in it and it's just kind of been like... Oh man, this genuinely changes everything. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some way to like speed up the process of getting characters with money. They said they were going strictly cosmetic model. We'll have to see what they mean by that, but they've already got one of the skins sort of planned out. So let me pull up the skin so you guys can take a look at it. Like, look at this, guys. They're not going to be hurting for money at all. Like, if they're releasing skins like this, they'll be fine. This is not going to be an issue for them at all. Like, cosmetic only will work just fine. Okay, so someone in my chat mentioned you can buy character fragments with money, so I must have missed that when I was too busy being excited about the changes. However, they said everything is farmable. And then they said their reason for doing this towards the end of the stream, I don't have every timestamp available. It's kind of like a long video, but they said the reason for doing this is because they want you to play the game and they want you to enjoy the game. And I think for them, they realize that like the most important thing is making a good game that people can enjoy. And if you make money from that and it's enough to stay afloat and enough to keep innovating and make the game better, that's good enough for them, which I think is a philosophy of a lot of the best game developers in the entire space. So I really hope that they mean that. I really hope they stick with it. This news is so insane to me. They also said that going forward, your level is going to be tied to the characters that you own and the weapons that you own and your progress. So basically, unlocking more characters, crafting more weapons is going to affect your level as well. So it's not just going to be, it's not going to feel like every other game that we've played in recent times. Here, you can see there was like a stamina cost before. Now there's no stamina cost. You can just enter, you can just match. And that is so sick, man. I think this is actually revolutionary for the entire anime gaming space because what's happened is a bunch of game developers have convinced a lot of players that a game has to be making $30 million a month to be relevant, to be able to update. And that's just not true. If you've been playing live service games, you'll know that a lot of games live solely off skins and cosmetic items if the game is fun enough for people to want to play it and for people to want to like show off the skins that they have to other people and stuff. Co-op games that have PvP and PvE, I don't know if this says PvP, I don't think it does, because if they added it, they didn't say anything about it. But co-op games that have PvE that you can actually do with your friends, that you can infinitely grind out and infinitely farm, those games tend to last a pretty long time. Now there could be a flip side to this where maybe farming takes a really long time if you don't pay. But I also think that there are lots of games where the farming is like pretty reasonable if you're gonna get a character for free that would normally cost money. And I think I'm just excited that like there's no holds barred, right? When you look at a regular gacha game, and you look at how they treat that game's monetization, it's basically overwhelmingly bad for the consumer, because what happens is you want a character that's on banner, you can farm for the pull currency until you can't farm it anymore. They limit it so that way you have to spend. This has no stamina, and everything is craftable, meaning that you can farm it infinitely until you get the characters that you want. And I think that they really genuinely do mean that. This is a huge decision. They are probably going to make a lot less money than every other gacha on the market, but the game is going to be so much more successful. We already know for a fact, based on everyone's opinions in my chat changing over the past live stream here, people's minds are going to be changed about this game, because finally it's just a game. There's no gacha, there's no BS tied to it. And I think that is going to unironically affect the entire industry, because even though they're going to be making less money, people are going to be much happier with the product. They're going to be so much happier with it. I was looking through my YouTube comments on a couple different videos, and everyone is so worried about every game being a gacha. Nobody wants to play gacha games anymore. People just want to, like, I mean, people are excited for some games, but mostly people are just tired of that system and how the games all end up feeling like super repetitive. This is new. This changes everything, guys. Not even a joke. Like, this actually changes everything. And I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it. It's just so far beyond my expectations. On top of that, they also announced their release date for the game. So if you guys haven't heard, this game will be officially releasing on October 28th. Now, they said they were going to be making some optimizations to the mobile platform. So if you guys are mobile gamers, there still are optimizations being made. They've been working on it. They heard your feedback from the previous beta, so they're going to be trying to make that better as well. So hopefully this game has a massive launch, because I really want this game to just be super successful. Looking at the decisions they made here, I think this is a huge W for gamers today. A huge W for anime gamers specifically, because it has been so hard to find good anime games without gacha in them, and I can't believe that the devs like actively made that decision. Like, this genuinely changes everything. I hope this is a turning point. So what does this mean for anime games going forward? Well, hopefully, my fingers are crossed that this game becomes a massive success, and it's a huge step forward in the industry for other games to take notice and go, wait, what if we took gacha out and we just made it good? Because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of upcoming gacha games I'm excited for, but I would be much more excited for them if they didn't have the RNG gambling system to get characters. Oh man, I put so many hours in this already. I really can't wait, you guys. This is gonna be so sick. Thank you, Hero Games. Praise Hero Games. So the game will be launching on October 28th, and you can play then too on mobile and PC, it seems like. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you all there. I will definitely be making videos on it. I'm definitely gonna be streaming it. So if you guys want to see guides or anything on the game, or if you guys just want to come hang out with me while I play, come hang out over on Twitch, or just let me know down in the comments what kind of content you guys would like to see. But until next time, I will see you on October 28th. Actually, I'll probably see you before then, but I'm also going to see you then. And if you go to their website, you can actually pre-register right now. So make sure to go there with the link down in the description below the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. 07.